Good day there. I'm Moish Narayan. So basically, I applied for the human resource executive position because I studied in the aviation sector before, and it's a field that I appreciate and want to advance in. So I applied for this position because it appears to be a great opportunity for me to move forward and apply what I've learned during my studies and previous work experience in this new position. Actually, is to supervise or keep the track of employee progress and the overall atmosphere of an organization to ensure that it remains positive and productive after reading the job description. So, since I've been studying and working in this industry for my diploma, which is in diploma in aviation management, so I have been performing this type of work 4 months with my previous employer, which is in division group of companies. So basically, I would able to meet with other co-workers on a regular basis to discuss the performance evaluation and assessment, as well as any problems or difficulties have. They might have. So therefore, there got three interesting facts about the Asia. So Tony Fernandez is the group CEO of Asia. So in 2001, he purchased Asia for RM1. So he bought the company for 50 million and $1 because it was in debt for $40 million. The second fact is that Asia only began the operation in 2001 with two elderly aircraft. And the third factor, Asia has transported millions of passengers in since 2001. Asia has carried of total 369 million passengers, including 56.6 million in 2019. I believe my skills are applicable to this position because when I worked for the division group of companies as a training officer of Division Training Academy, it was my responsibility to ensure the smooth flow of operation. It was also my responsibility to monitor and plan accordingly for everyday classes throughout the day to ensure the operation were running smoothly. Every now and then, an issue will arise during online B1 and B2 classes. So to action, to an action will be required that we will have an impact on the smooth operation for the business. During that time, it was my responsibility as a training officer to guarantee that type cost paperwork was rechecked and that DOO, which is Director of Operation, approved it before handing it over to Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, CAM, and Civil Croatian Aviation. Thus, my task would be check everything before submitting to the higher authority. So by performing this step, I was able to avoid or identify any incorrect paperwork before sending to them. So then, at the conclusion of each week, set up the virtual link for the virtual class for the following week classes. I need to make sure that the relationship is not disrupted with other classes. So this means that one email is only used for one class and subsequent classes must use other emails to avoid the interruption. As soon as the lesson begins, the host must record the session in order to transmit a copy to Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, which is CAM, and for the auditing purpose. I can be a good team player, by the way, and a good leader, which is how I can characterize my job when I'm working as part of a team. With a team of 6 people, I used to work in the training or operation department. Our collective obligation is to ensure that the Croatia Aviation and Civil Aviation Authority Malaysia documentation, final documents, client inquiries, cost marketing, and completed for the following day. As a training officer, I will be in charge of the HRDF system, which will allow clients to approve the necessary amount for the course that they are taking. It also my obligation to ensure the class is well organized and that each instructor is assigned to them. So one of the instructors was unable to attend his assigned lesson due to unfrozen situation, and my team and I were entrusted with ensuring that he was replaced. My colleagues and discovered that all of the classrooms are full and that we are not permitted to hold any additional classes because Europe and the United States that have different time zones. So some of the classes will available in the middle of the morning. So my staff and I will collaborate, and the instructor will appointed to teach them in the mid morning as well. So because of our action, we are able to work together to fix the situation, even though I had to cancel a few lessons due to technical issue and the reschedule other classes. As a result, the instructor was able to run the class smoothly and effectively. So we are able to finish the course on time because it will be a great opportunity for me to display my knowledge and skills from my education and past work experience as a training officer at the Deviation Group of companies. So this job post should be offered to me. So hiring someone who has studied in this and has experience from my prior aviation company will also be a wonderful advantage to the organization. So not only that, but I also provide a valuable value to the organization, making me the greatest fit for this role. So I'm driven by a desire to strive or succeed, as well as commitment to producing high quality result in all I do. So by the way, thank you so much